Okay, nobody fucking walk past.
Do you fit check?
How was it? Like this. So we're giving you a little update. Pachow. Smack bang. What the fuck? We're sitting in Rudaki Park.
What'd you call me?
Over there is Mr. Rudaki, the inventor of the Tajik language. Still ripped it off of Farsi.
Pretty cool though.
It's pretty cool. The chairs here are super reclined.
Super lean.
Super leaned.
Big lean.
Yeah, we decided we should give you a little update because we are in Dushanbe and we don't really have a lot of footage as to how we got to Dushanbe. So Dushanbe is the capital of Tajikistan. It's down in the southwest of the country, geographically. And we entered the border from basically Samarkand, this way, Samarkand through to a little town on the border called Panjakent. And in Panjakent, there were no
Shit got wild, no?
there were no ATMs. So that was a little tricky after we had lunch with a tiny little bit of local currency, Tajik somini, that we had on us. So I was counting on ATMs and we didn't have any ATMs, so we were technically stuck in Panjakent. We decided not to be stuck in Panjakent, and we hitchhiked down into the Fann Mountains. So that's like follow the road east, follow that road south, and you're in the Fann Mountains.
Which was super fun because it was our first time hitchhiking.
Yeah, definitely.
Really fun.
In Central Asia, at least. So yeah, we hitchhiked down there and we got on a truck with a whole bunch of quarrymen, Tajik quarrymen that thought
You
it
were
was...
shocked and excited to see us.
Yeah, insert picture here. And we found our way to a tiny little town called Shing, where we asked a very nice man if we could sleep out the front of his, and he said
Of a shop.
yes.
A shopkeeper.
In Tajik. So that's what we did. And the next morning we took a nice big hike all the way up to the first lake of 7. So there's 7 lakes in the area called the 7 lakes. And we hiked up to the first one, which took about 2 hours, and insert picture here.
You're a good donkey. I think you are. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Kandak.
Kandak? I don't know what kandak is. Hello. Hello. I'm still doing. I don't know if the front screen's on. Oh, no, it's not. Hello. I thought he was gonna say get up on top of the.
Then after that, we hiked back. We stuck our thumb out again. We asked for a lift to take us back to Xing to get our bags. And I mentioned to the driver in the terrible Russian that I know that...
I thought you did pretty well.
Oh, thank you. That we have no money. We are hitchhiking and we're trying to get back to Panjikent to hopefully find a cheap enough shared taxi, marshrutka, to take us all the way down to Dushanbe. And he said, in kind of equally as bad Russian, I'm going to Dushanbe. How's that?
Amazing.
So we kind of scored it lucky. The first person on the way back out of the Fann Mountains that we'd asked to not even take us to Dushanbe said he's going to Dushanbe. So 7 hours later, bang, schmack, we
Shunbade.
we shunbade. We're here in Dushanbe. And feels very different to the other cities in Central Asia. It's kind of cool that it's our last, like that it's a nice one and that it's the last.
This makes it special.
Our last city in Central Asia.
Yeah.
And our plans kind of have changed a little bit, where initially we were meant to be catching a train from Khiva in Uzbekistan all the way across the desert through Karakol, Pakistan to Aktau. And plan A was that from Aktau we'd catch a cargo ship across the sea, across the Caspian Sea to Baku. And that changed because as Azerbaijan has closed its borders and land borders, and the only way you can be a tourist in Azerbaijan is if you fly in. So we realized we were going to have to do that, and we found tickets that would take us from Aktau to Baku, where we'd have been able to do the exact same trip minus the cargo ship. And then we found tickets for exactly the same price if we fly from Tashkent. So unfortunately, we're not cutting the trip short because we were intending on staying 2 months in Central Asia.
Just moving things around.
We're just missing a large portion of the locations we were meant to be going. So,
damn you, COVID.
Damn you, COVID.
That's apparently why we can't catch the ship anymore. COVID.
No, it's not.
No?
No.
I thought that's why they initially stopped it.
No, it's been closed since COVID.
Closed since COVID?
It's been closed since COVID.
But that's not why they've kept it closed.
No, there's probably a number of reasons why they've kept it closed, but we are not a political YouTube channel, so...
We are not.
We're just gonna...
Strictly not political.
We're just gonna say what we know, and what we know is that they are closed, so... That's that.
That be that.
It was birthday week, both for me and for Sherry this last week. So we kind of took a break from the cameras and
had a little party time.
We had a big party time. Insert clip here.
Dushanbe has good clubs.
Oh, it's poppin', and who'd have thought it'd be the one to be poppin'? Let me have a think. So we got here. All right, yeah. So the ATM thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
From our first time for night getting here, or just ATMs in general.
Well, yeah. So like we had to hitchhike basically all the way to Dushanbe because we had no cash, And so we couldn't catch a bus, we couldn't catch I think the only option would have been a shared taxi or a bus.
Yeah.
But we had no money, so that probably wasn't going to happen. Then upon arrival in Dushanbe, now, okay, don't get me wrong, there are ATMs. However, MasterCard accepted ATMs. Wow, wow.
Wow, wow.
So, Visa card holders,
You're good to go.
Tajikistan's your place.
Yeah.
There's ATMs everywhere. I tried 15. None of them spat any money out. They just timed me out, or they said there's no cash. And I think, okay, without getting too political on our unpolitical YouTube channel, there are other cash flow issues in the country. There was a run on the banks the day we got here, and people were queuing up outside the banks anyway, so there's all that, as well as not much infrastructure for MasterCard holders. So just a pre-warning, if you're a MasterCard holder and you are traveling through here, especially via the land borders, and you need to get to Dushanbe, exchange a lot of whatever your previous country's local currency is at the border with the guys that are
They're ready to do it with you.
ripping you off.
Yeah.
Exchange enough to sort of get you to Dushanbe, and if you're not getting to Dushanbe for a couple of days, then account for that kind of thing, which we didn't do because we thought we could. Once you're in Dushanbe, the problem isn't just resolved. There are plenty more ATMs, but there is one single branch of bank that will actually accept and give you cash out in local currency. So look out for a green ATM, and here they call them bankomats. Look out for a green bankomat that says Halak Bank. It's got a little like geometrical flower design on it. Why the fuck am I telling them that? I don't know.
Insert picture.
Insert picture of Halak
Halak
bankomat.
You'll need it.
They work. They are MasterCard friendly. There are no fees on them, which frankly they should extort.
Yeah.
I think they should be. No, next week, once we go, all good. Halak Bank.
The branch manager sees this and goes, "Oh, what an idiot!" Of course.
Well, you can hire us. So yeah, look out for Halak Bank. Wasn't the end of the world. We got here fine. We successfully hitchhiked through Tajikistan, which I don't think many of you can say you did. So yeah, just a couple of little bits of warning there. Besides that, city is awesome. It's
Well priced.
well priced. It's clean. It's tidy.
Very clean.
It's well set up. The parks are beautiful. The parks, look, all the parks in Central Asia have been good. Oh, pop on the lights.
The lights came on.
Hey, yo. It's almost like they knew we were filming. Oh, yeah.
That was cool.
Thanks, guys.
8 o'clock.
Props to you.
Yeah, nice and clean.
It's nice and clean. Temperatures, it's been really hot. It's been really hot this week. When we were in the Fann Mountains, we were at a much higher altitude, and so like it was actually nice and cool up there. And then we sat in a car for 5 hours. We got all the way here, and sheesh, it'd be hot. Sweating out of places I didn't know could sweat.
It was 43 2 days ago, and then most days it's been 36 to 38.
Which is nice. We're sun chasers. We like this anyway, but
yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, it blasts you. And so...
And it makes sense that everyone kind of hides out during the day.
Yeah.
Like they work early in the morning and then go in, have lunch, come out in the afternoon when it cools down, which I think is really cool.
Seemingly, yeah. The streets are a lot quieter around midday. So, and I mean, us too. We've kind of been hanging out until about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, then heading out and enjoying the city. So, yeah. The parks all through Central Asia have been astounding. The parks here in Dushanbe, for me, feel just they're perfect.
It's the independent monument.
They're not overdone, you know. And nothing on Almaty, but Almaty, it kind of felt like they were in a competition about
put another park here, another park here.
And it was just a park every 2 blocks.
Yeah.
So here it's like there's Rudaki Park where we are right now, and there's Rudaki Street that is not a park, but like it's sort of a 2-kilometer, 3-kilometer stretch of main road, and right in the middle of that main road is a nice big main walking path that's ornamented with nice looking lights and colourful things. And spots to sit like this, and filled with nice flowers and grass and pretty awesome trees. It's like so whoever's doing the planning of the parks over here, good on you.
And the fountains.
You got my vote. The fountains are cool too. What else? So ATMs.
The staring.
Yeah, okay. Look, cultural differences are to only be expected on a journey like this.
Yes.
And frankly, I personally get stared at a lot at home for being 6'5", long-haired, tattooed, and
looking different.
something.
Yeah.
You get stared at because you're so pretty. And so I know that there's a lot of things that, you know, certain cultures, religions, and certain cultures in general might not be as accustomed to. But I will also say that here in Tajikistan, we have felt a much heavier pressure of staring.
Yes.
And I don't think it's sinister, and I don't think it's...
No. It just feels a little...
meant to be off-putting or anything like that, but...
I think it's just genuine interest and unfamiliarity.
Yeah.
Of a tourist looking the way we do.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
So we just thought we'd mention that too.
If you're coming here as a Westerner.
Because what we've found is that if you just give them the biggest grinny smile that you can and say hello in Russian or Tajik,
yeah,
or you say assalamu alaikum, then almost immediately that semi-discriminatory
stare,
judgmental stare turns into you are welcome into my home for the next week and for dinner every night, and don't be so stupid to eat outside kind of thing.
Very quick.
So yeah, just a quick little bit on that. Lastly, again, comparatively to the other cities that we've stayed in Central Asia, less local food. There's less local food. There's less cultural food.
Lots of Western food.
There are restaurants that have a lot of the same things that we've had throughout Central Asia, but there is an extremely heightened amount of...
pizza, hot dogs.
Yeah, they dig their
burgers.
hot dogs.
Like,
and it's
fun fair food.
Frankly, we had some, and it's
very tasty.
Pretty good. It's pretty damn good. So
I would have liked to have more
local food.
Local food, though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So that's kind of our last little tip and pointer. Other than that, we've had a great time.
Well, thanks for watching.
See you in the next video.
We really appreciate it.